Hi, it's Robin. It's May 28th. I just got home from work slash picking up my sewing machine from Al, who had it from, I think it's been almost a month. My husband and I were talking, and we were trying to figure out exactly when, uh, I think it's beginning of the month, and I picked it up, and it works great. He asked if I liked it better than the machine that my friend gave me, and quite frankly, I was like, for the longest time, I couldn't answer him one way or the other. Then I said, like, yeah, no. Well, my machine can do zigzag stitch. It can do a couple decorative stitches. It's a Husky Lock E10. I bought it at least 10 years ago, if not a little more, and it had never been maintenance or cleaned, so the tension was totally shot. It wouldn't sew anything. And then my friend at work, she's almost like a professional quilter. She is awesome at quilting, and she said she had, I think, 4 or 5. She has Berninas, um, and she had a Brother Quilt Club 1300 that she loaned me, and I think I talked about it before in an earlier podcast, but uh, it has needle down, which is really nice. I really got used to that. And then it has, of course, the automatic cutoff. You press the button, it automatically cuts the thread, which is very, very nice. And so I got used to that. Although it just goes backwards and forwards. It only does, front and forward and back. So I was up there sewing and a little bit to check it out, and it's so nice to do zigzag. And so yeah, so that's where and I have dinner in the oven. We're having chicken tonight with some kind of vegetable, roast chicken, some kind of vegetable, and I'm not going to have any carbs, I don't think. If so, they're just going to be like vegetable carb, because gaining weight like mad, and I'm sick of it. So I'm not going to say I'm going to start a diet on Monday or whatever. We're just going to start now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the quarter of a gallon of ice cream in the freezer, but worry about that later. But I've been sewing. Like I said, I've been sewing on my friends. I've been trying to do a wedge bag, like I see. You see them everywhere. I mean, Pen Hook and Needles, they have wedge bags. Um, Bakery Bear, she does wedge bags. The Kiki Boo bags are wedge bags, which are awesome. I've even seen Yarny Bag Lady, I think her name is. I think she does wedge bags now. I'm trying to do a wedge bag. Anyway, this is my first attempt at it. I really like the blue. I really like the blue material with the chickadees and the sparrows and the cardinal and the robin, of course. Robin. Anyway, so as you can see, the mistake here. This definitely is not. I'm going to use it. It's big. It's a really big bag for, you can even order a shawl in there, I think. So I'm going to still use it, but it's, this was a bad attempt. So then, I did this big one. This is my huge Noah's Ark barge bag. Good grief, the thing is so big, it's not even funny. Sort of a wedge shape, but sort of not. So this is my sweater. This will be my sweater, or starting of an Afghan bag, because this thing is plenty huge. This has my daughter's sweater, 3 skeins of yarn by, Undead Yarn, and I'll show you. I'll do my whips in progress thing later. But so this past weekend, I was up there. There wasn't too much going on. And ta-da, wedge bag. Now, the problem with this wedge bag, of course, is I like the shape. I like the wedge, but it's very small. I have my socks. And I guess I could probably just, no. Okay, I probably, see, this has one skein of the Undead Autism Awareness yarn and the pattern, and the other sock, because I'm on my second sock, and my needles, of course, and a pen, and I have to really watch what I'm doing to zip it up because it's very small. And plus, I didn't stitch this, do a top stitch like this is stitched. I didn't. I was in a hurry. I have to slow down. Just slow down, think what I'm doing, and then things work out better that way. So, but I have the pattern still upstairs. I made it myself. So I'm just going to make this a little taller. I think maybe 2 inches taller. And I think that would be the perfect 2 sock bag, because then I want to start practicing on, like I seen on the silver shed bags, where it has like a middle compartment. You can put a skein of yarn on each side. I really like that, and I think that's really very nice. So anyway, I got my works in progress. So to go along with the sewing that I've been doing, I've been watching Crafty Gemini and So Easy, Debbie Coles, and they made fabric boxes. Love this fabric. It's, in fact, it's inside of that bag, that little wedge bag that I showed. I got this fabric at a garage sale, and it was fill your bag for $1. And I just stuffed it with all kinds of material, because I've always wanted to sew. So anyway, I made this, and it could be a basket or so, but I have another one upstairs that holds my zippers, and then I have I made a drawstring. Well, I tried to make a drawstring, but that one totally messed that up. So that's holding my doodads, my tape measure and markers and stuff like that up there. But this has a cardboard bottom to make it, more sturdy. So I'm going to put it down here on my craft table behind me, to put my, I don't know, but I'm going to keep it down here. I know that. So that's what the sewing part of it I've been doing. Whips in progress. The ones I have been working on are the Autism Awareness sock and my daughter's sweater, and then I've been working in my Batman bag that I made. This is my husband's hat, and oh, please show the color. This is the Malabrigo Rios in the Va colorway, and this is so deep green blue. It is gorgeous. I heard about this yarn from Kimmy Knits, from what's that podcast? Come Knit With Us. I'm sure everybody's subscribed to that, I think. So, and then Tilly Trout had used it also, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I just may have enough to finish his hat. So that's beautiful, beautiful yarn. I will buy that again. That's awesome stuff. I wouldn't mind having a hat and scarf set made out of that, actually. So next thing, of course, I sort of showed is my Autism Awareness socks. I have one finished. Now this one I started, the very first one I did, this is my first one. I'm doing the Hermione Everyday Sock by Dreams in Fiber by Erica Louder. It's free from Ravelry. I think everybody's done it but me. This is my first time. But I really liked this, but I did it on double pointed needles instead of magic loop. And when it got down to doing the heel, which I really finally did the Aya Partridge heel, I think, correctly. Oh, love that. I love how that turns out. And this actually fits. This is the right size. I mean, it is a little big. I think I could like decrease in the middle here in the middle of the foot. I think I could decrease for my arch and stuff if I want to. I think I want to make a couple more just to make sure that I can make them. But I really, really like that. But anyway, so that was my, and this is my second sock. I have finally done all the knit. This is knit one, purl one. I hate knit one, purl one. I don't think, if I ever do this sock again, which I really like the Hermione, I actually like the pattern a lot. I think I'll do a knit two, purl two. This knit one, purl one, that thing sucked. It's horrible. So I'm ready to start the pattern now on the leg. So I think I only do that for, I'd have to count, I don't know. But I have more than enough of this yarn. So I have not started one of those blankets where you use up sock yarn, because quite frankly I've only made 3. This will be my 3rd pair of socks that I've made. Not made enough to do it, so I don't want to be buying yarn just for that. So I'll just wait, you know, and collect it, see what's going on. So as far as that goes, so the third thing that I'm working on, oh, and of course I have my plop, my 10-stitch blanket that, you know, poor Lucian, my youngest grandson, he'll be probably 50 by the time I'm done with it. Excuse me, it's very hot here. Okay, this is my daughter's sweater, and this is a pay for pattern. Learn to knit a sweater by Very Pink Knits summer t-shirt thing. And I bought 3 skeins, as you know, of the Undead yarn in the tree beard colorway. And that's, yeah, that's sort of not right. Yeah, that's about it right there. And I got 3 skeins, and I still have this much of my first skein left. In the pattern, you're supposed to take the sweater off the needles, put it on waste yarn, and then, you know, try it on to see if you need to do more increases or not to separate for the sleeves and such. Well, yeah, I still need to do about four increases to have this fit my daughter. She wasn't sort of liking how close it came up to her neck, you know, but this isn't a V-neck, so I don't know. If she doesn't wear it, I'll tell her, give it back to me. You know, I'll wear it. So, but the yarn that I'm using is, like I said, it's Tree Beard, 100% merino. It's DK, 400 yards, and it's the Werewolf base. Now the Werewolf base on the Undead yarn, I'm not sure on all her yarns, but I have 3 skeins of her fingering weight. I have the Pennywise, and I have the Purple Vein, and then I have the Autism Awareness. So soft, you couldn't believe it. I mean, this stuff is so soft. The Werewolf, not as soft. It isn't. It really isn't as soft. So I'm really hoping when I soak it and block it that, you know, it'll soften up a bit. But this is not soft at all. I mean, you know, it's not what you wouldn't dive into it or anything. That's about it. I don't have any finished objects. It's so sad. I just don't have finished objects. I mean, I get so very tired. Oh, I do have stash enhancement though. Of course, you know, you don't finish anything. Well, let's buy some more yarn. I have seen, and I subscribe to her podcast, the No Makers, GNOMEACRES, No Makers. This woman has beautiful yarn in her shop, it looked like, and I'm like, you know, I kept looking at it, kept looking at it, kept looking at it. And I finally was like, well, I'm going to splurge. I'm going to buy me one skein, see how it is. And this stuff just popped right out at me. No makers. In the Bumblebee colorway. This is her fingering in the Sparkle Gnome. Can you see the sparkle? Ah! This is going to be a pair of socks for me. Oops. Well, everybody would know how much it costs. So if you looked on it. Anyway, it is so soft. Why is fingering weight softer than the other stuff? Anyway, this stuff is so cool. This is this could be Pittsburgh Steelers colors, people. You know, the yellow and black. And when I first was looking at it, I was like, you know what? I might buy this and make my daughter, who is a rabid Pittsburgh Steelers fan, a pair of socks or a scarf or something. And then it's just like, you know what? Nope. Make me a pair of socks. This is really, I will be buying more of her yarn. I will. And on top of that, I saw this and I thought this was so adorable. This is a key skein. And this is from her Iron Man colorway. So the color, that's not bad colorway either, actually. That's almost like Gryffindor colors. Ooh, I could make a scarf or socks for my son. Oh, well, anyway, I got to finish what I got now. But it come in a little bag like this. And the skein of yarn came in a little bag like that, which I really like. I don't know why, but I do. I'm like this bag person lately. I don't know. Just like bags. So anyway, how's everybody out there? Gonna have a busy weekend coming up. Saturday, I have a back-to-back t-ball and soccer game Saturday morning for my youngest grandson. Well, my older grandson's in the t-ball, but he's not in soccer. And then Saturday, I think that's it for like Saturday. Yeah. I guess the afternoon and the evening is free, so that wouldn't be bad. Then Sunday, my nephew graduates from high school, so he's the last of the family that's, well, other than my grandsons because they're new. And, you know, he's graduating, so that's going to be an iffy time because my brother passed away, of course, and so, you know, emotions are going to be running high because my nephew is, he looks a lot like my brother. And of course this time, you know, it brings it back where we miss him a lot. And he would be so proud. But, you know, get through it. And if I was talking to my husband, and if I know my sister, she's going to want to be there 4 hours early so we can get a seat. So I'll be taking my knitting with me, so hopefully I can get something done or something close to being said that it's done, so I can start something new. So, you know, and I have my husband's socks that I'm doing 2 at a time, and I can't find them. And it's that poor teal yarn that I keep trying to use up, and I can't. So I'm gonna really make a concerted effort to find that stuff. But I'm not going to be sewing tonight because it's already 6:20 and I've not fed anybody yet, and the chicken is in the oven cooking, like I said. So no sewing tonight, and tomorrow's Friday, so we have one more day to go of work. But it's a payday, so yay with that. I've been trying to see if there's any new podcasts that you guys might be interested in, and basically whoever follows me, you know, I follow them, and I follow who they follow, or they, so I've just been like, I've subscribed to Debbie Cole's sewing, and like I said, Crafty Gemini, I subscribe to her. Um, and I subscribe to Whitney Sews. I think I said that before. And sometimes I'm not sure why, because sometimes it's just like, huh? I mean, but then I watch. So how do you explain that? I can't. So I've been out of two minds too about the whole bakery bears on the Patron. I've not signed up to support that yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as that goes. I've been thinking about it, of course. I mean, I really enjoy their podcasts, but I mean, there's so many people that I could support that I don't know. I'm talking like missionaries and such. But then again, you figure, I used to play WoW, World of Warcraft. I used to play that for hours and hours and hours before I started knitting and such, and I paid $15 a month for years for that. So, does it give me pleasure? Yeah. Do they do a good product? Yeah. So I'm sitting on the fence, though. I mean, if it was Tilly Trout, bam, I'd be there. I'd be, sign me up. And I don't know why I'm hesitating. I just don't know why. I really like it, and life is too short. If they can find a way to do this together, and they love it, and this and that, but yeah, something's just, I've not taken that plunge yet. So, and I really don't know why I brought it up, because this is my decision, but maybe talking it out, I don't know. So anyway, those were my thoughts for this afternoon. I hope you all have a great weekend. Please be safe, Judy, when you're traveling. I hope you have a wonderful time, and stay away from the tornadoes and stuff. But it looks like Texas is getting hammered. My cousin lives down in San Antonio, and whoo, the pictures she's been showing. So please be safe out there, you all. And if you're a podcaster, a video vlogger, or whatever, keep it up, because I cannot wait for the next one to come out. Bye.